28 Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And we are underway from Cincinnati. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
On 2. Here we go.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Here we go.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
11, Thomas.
Here's Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's the gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
11. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Oh, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson.
Let's face it, that's just a helpless feeling for a running back there. He's looking up to find a hole, and all he finds is a whole lot of ticked-off linebacker.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They go play action now. Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
This one swung out to Williams. And he will have a Broncos first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Again, Wilson. On the move to his left. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Play action. It's Wilson. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try to run it in, going option right. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Russell Wilson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Broncos use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled, and wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his legs.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. Open man is Higgins. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
On one, ready?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take this down to the 33. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, they run with Mixon. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow, touchdown! Joe Burrow with a touchdown connection to Tyler Boyd. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man complete. That's Beck. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have moved out in front. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Throwing again, it's Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Broncos 21, Bengals 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
I'm on, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. It's back.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On second down, Williams.
Yeah, maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down and 4, Wilson.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. This is caught. It's Boyd.
Finding space at the 40. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
Here we go.
As the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. First down. Here's Burrow. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Washington now brings this out.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. The 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Broncos.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking out some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
Here we go.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway.
Washington now brings this out.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And there he goes again. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Broncos.
Again, help me, partner. I get fired up.
2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Now McManus for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities.
Here we go.
And this is a good one right in front of them.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now Burrow on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On second and goal, Burrow. And oh, it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
Through an open.
Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul.